Start recording. Should be live, and we are gonna publish. I'm gonna set you up in the chat here, and it's on the wrong camera. Let's fix our hair while we're here. It's a little wild. Oh, 1 second. I like to see from this. Hi everyone. I'm putting my hair up because we're doing a live stream. We're doing a tropical smoothie. We're having a smoothie. I didn't say I could sing, okay? But I do know some songs. That's as good as I can do right now. I'm going to hand you this to Lauren. If you're here, say hi in the chat. That was actually pretty cute. Do you know what that's from? I think it's from the 7-Year Itch. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave, you know? Marilyn Monroe sings that. Anyway, it's Saturday, and we are live, and the club voted, and technically now the vote says cannoli, so we'll do that recipe later. Today we are gonna do a Trippy tropical smoothie. And I'm gonna do flour. Ooh, I gotta get coconut oil because we're gonna infuse some coconut oil. I feel like that's the best way to do this infusion. And I wanna show you can use, of course you could use a concentrate, like full spectrum oil, RSO, FE, I don't know how you say it, full extract cannabis oil, FICO. I don't know if you'd call it FICO, whatever. The concentrate makers have so many different products out there. But you could use all of those and just put it, I would still homogenize it into a coconut oil for a smoothie. Just because it gets really cold and the concentrates might clump together and not homogenize with the smoothie. And if you homogenize it into a fat, it'll help distribute that dose better. I'm gonna wait a little bit because I just want to make sure people are here. I don't see anybody in the chat. Lauren, you should grab a seat. No. The chair's right there. No?
No, so
You're gonna bounce? Okay. But if you need the chair. So I'm gonna light a joint. This is the flour that we're gonna cook with, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not great. No offense to Mr. Zip's flour. It was very cheap. And that's flour I think is good for cooking. I personally, if you want to use really great flour to cook with, by all means, go for it. You must be flush. But I like to smoke that flour, and I have that flour now. Thank you, Wok. But I'm going to use this Golden Gas. Golden Gas, that sounds cute. Is anyone here? Do we post? Did we make sure we posted? Can you hear me? That's a good question. We should make sure you can hear me. Let's see. That's the YouTube. Go to the tab next to it, the P. Oh, wait. There we go. Chris Anderson. We are here. 100. You can hear me. Chris, you can hear me. I'm just wondering because, I don't want to get ahead of myself. And then you all tell me in the chat, hey, we can't hear you. Bonbon's little pom-pom tail. Lauren, what'd he say? We're good to go. We can hear. We figured it out this time. Okay, smoothie. Let's do this. We don't have all day. You don't have to make it exactly like this. I just want to show you the main part, which is making the coconut oil and homogenizing that oil. First, homogenizing, we're using flour, infusing that oil, decarbing the flour, and then just putting that into your smoothie. Lauren, who else is here? Oh, great shot. That's a good shot too. I love this. This is great. We got all the angles. All right, so I have my trusty, I don't know if we can get that in my iPhone, scale. let's see. You can talk. Smoothies. Fat. What is it? Far? I can't read. My eyes are not that. I'm old, Lauren.
Forbidden donut? I can't. Yeah. I don't know what it says.
Forbidden donut heart smoothies.
No, that's not the right name.
Forbidden donut. I like that name. That should be like our band if we had a band. Forbidden donut. Anyway, okay. Will you see if the up close will get the scale? I don't know if it will, but let's weigh out some weed. And then get some parchment paper. This is a milligram scale, lab scale. Sorry, it does this when I try to go to grams. Okay. And then I take a little bit of parchment. And I put it on the scale. And then I tear that. When I worked at C's Candy, I always used to try and get, like, people would come in to get a box. Oh, wait, let's do some math. I'll tell this story in a second, if I remember. This is Golden Gas. It's 18% THC. That's cute. They do the conversion for you. So they're saying it's THCA 20.85%. And once it's decarboxylated, it will be 18.77%. And I bet that difference is 12.3% of the THCA getting loss. That's the standard percentage that labs put to show that decarboxylation loss that happens. And then when we cook with it, there's extra loss in the process. Anyway, so let's see. It's going to be, we're probably going to make 2 smoothies here because I don't want extra smoothie. It's just Lauren and me. So if we did a gram, that would be 180 milligrams. We're not trying to do that. And I would say it would be even less than that. Let's say 150. We're rounding down, okay? That might be too much to round down. Let's see. I'm going to figure out some math here. So that would be a gram. Half a gram would probably be like 75, 80 milligrams. That's kind of, we don't want to get that fucked up, right, Lauren? What are you thinking, like 10? What do you want? 10 tops, right? Okay, so we want 20 milligrams. And this is saying, so we want like 0.1 if we were to go off their total THC would be 18 milligrams, which is kind of light. Let's do a little bit more than 0.1. Let's do 0.1. Let's do 0.2. We can do 0.2. Let's do 0.2. I don't believe their numbers, to be honest with you. Oh, look at it. I think that people get surprised by how little, let's weigh it again, little flour you actually need to get stoned. And this is for 2 people, right? 0.2. All right, we'll say that much. I think we'll be safe, okay? 0.25, quarter of a gram. All right? That's what's so awesome about edibles is you don't need that much, okay? I have this little pot, but I put, I made waffles this morning because I've been eating these protein waffles. I'm trying to get those gains. This is some maple syrup. I heat up my maple syrup because I'm bougie and I like warm maple syrup on my pancakes. But we're just going to put this into our smoothie. It just got heated. That's why that's a little bit white. You can make maple butter. Should we do that one time? Should we do maple butter one time? I'm just washing out my little pot. You're with me on this ride, okay, club? You're here all the way. Other people will get the edited version. You get the full thing. No edit. Okay, so this is my tiny little pot. I don't want that much coconut oil. We also need to decarb this. We gotta decarb it. What time is it? How much time do we have to decarb? Look at my hair, it's getting all wild. How much time do we have to decarb? 11. Oh no, we're only 10 minutes in. Right? Great. Can't even do that math. Okay, so let's just do it. Let's do it all the way. I'm gonna set my oven to bake. This is a Breville oven. I have to say, I really like it. Because this oven is hot. This big one, this gas one, like I use this one to test recipes for the book, just to make sure it can do it on an oven like this. But that oven for like baking myself cookies 1 or 2 at a time, or decarbing, definitely for decarbing, I find works really well. So, you know, I love Stasher because they're oven safe. I set the oven to 240. You could do lower. And this isn't very much weed, right? I'm not decarbing very much. I could do more, but we're not gonna. We're just gonna do a little bit. And while this is decarbing, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an oven safe bowl and some coconut oil, right? And we're gonna let that coconut oil get hot in the oven, because it's too difficult to control the temperature of it. Why did I clean that pot then? Listen, I'm not totally with it right now, okay? Woo! You know, it's Saturday. I'm just breaking this up into little pieces. You could do that in your grinder if you wanted. It's such a small amount of weed. I feel sad about it, Lauren. We didn't need that much parchment.
Mr. Listinger and Delicious D say love it and hi.
Hi! They love it. We're doing a small amount. Lauren doesn't want to get faded, and neither do I.
It's early.
It's early. We've got things to do. This will still get us high. So I roll up my stasher, try to squish the air out. It's really not a lot of pot, so we don't have to worry so much about CO2 buildup and like burping the bag. If I decarbed more weed, this would fill with CO2, with carbon dioxide, and from the decarboxylation process, and then we'd have to open it, but we don't have to do that. So it's 1/4 gram. It's not hot enough yet, but we're gonna take some coconut oil. I want my frozen fruit to melt. It's a party. There we go. I'm gonna put this in the oven. We'll do 30 minutes. And I'm gonna take, I don't even want a full tablespoon. That's a lot of fat. Blech. We're gonna just take that's okay. Oops. Like that much coconut oil. I'd say that's a 1/2 tablespoon of coconut oil. And I'm just gonna put it in the oven too. And let it get hot. How's everyone doing? Here's what's gonna go. I don't know, did anyone respond? I'll let people respond to that. We have time. We're doing good. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna use in my smoothie. This is, when I drink a smoothie, I drink it for protein, I drink it for vitamins and nutrition from the fruit, although I have hypothyroidism, so a lot of fruit is what they call goitrogenic, because it inhibits thyroid production. So like raw greens, I don't ever do raw spinach smoothies or green smoothies, which like whatever, no, I don't really care. I don't like them, but even strawberries and things like that, I shouldn't have them all the time. I kind of ignored that part because I love strawberries, but and mangoes. But anyway, I don't do soy unless I'm eating candy. Listen, I have have exceptions to my rules. But the chocolate that I did use for a long time soy-free chocolate. I should make sure the Balrona is soy-free. Anyway, this is whey protein. I like it. It's unflavored. I just got it. I should put this, this should go on, something so people can see what I use. I don't know. If you want to use the stuff that I like. It doesn't have any flavor to it. I know it's whey, so it's not vegan. Sorry. I'm not vegan. But it makes me feel full. And that's what I'm looking for. I just want to feel strong and full, so I'm not craving. All I want to eat is candy and pancakes and bread. Oh my God, I made so much sourdough. And I was like, nom, 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 nom. And I was like, I made it. That means I can eat as much of it as I want. Wrong. Anyway, so don't do that. And that's what we're going to use today in our smoothie. Sorry for doing the shot. All right, let's talk about papayas. You don't need to use a papaya in your smoothie. Of course not. Why would you do that? This is not the best papaya that I've gotten. When I first got it, but I wanted to talk about it. Why did I want to talk about it? Because do you see the shape of it? See how it's long? My auntie Yo taught me this. You look for the long ones that have seeds. You can eat the seeds. I don't really want to right now. They're great for digestion. They have enzymes in them. I just wanted to use it because it was in my fridge and it's tropical. This is a hermaphrodite papaya. So it's self-fertilizing. Cannabis does that too. When it herms out, when it is in stressed out conditions, it can herm out and then be self-pollinating, which is pretty cool. So these are sweeter. You don't want the round ones, basically, is what my family on Kauai taught me. You want this shape. Okay. I like papaya. You usually have it with lime, right? But I just want to use it because you shouldn't really cut like this, but I'm doing it. This wasn't the best papaya. It wasn't very sweet, so I'm kind of cutting off a lot of the fruit. I'm going to try it to see if we're going to use it. Did you get better? A little bit. Put that with lime. Tastes good for me. Does that make sense? What do you put in your smoothies? What kind of smoothies do you like? I'm trying to be tropical here, so I'm doing coconut, other than the whey. You can also just peel these. Do. Is anyone saying anything?
Delicious D loves papaya.
I love papaya. It's very good for you. Very good for your digestion.
Tomas says,
So I'm throwing this in here. I'm basically throwing fruit that I have into this smoothie because that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a good job. Part of this show is watching me clean dishes. I really like this little brush for cleaning.
Dominic says chocolate, strawberry, banana.
Chocolate, strawberry, banana. Delish. Chocolate like cocoa powder or like what kind of chocolate? Protein, chocolate protein? What kind of protein? So many questions. I usually use a handheld. I'll be honest. When I'm making smoothies, I just do the handheld like immersion blender. But I figured we'd do this. Okay, so I'm gonna do papaya in here. I feel like a smoothie can really be anything as long as there's some sort of fruit. This is some maple syrup because that protein is not sweetened. It's just protein. It's not. It doesn't have stevia in it. This will go in my compost, which I put in the sink. We're gonna have to wait for this coconut oil too, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going. 2 scoops, I think at least of this. We're 2 people though. I'm gonna do 4. You're gonna have some, right? Okay, good. I can always save it. If you don't like it, I'll just drink it later before my walks. Okay, we're gonna leave. We're not gonna do any more. I did 4 scoops of this, which is 100 calories, and it has 42 grams of protein. It has 21 grams of protein in 2 scoops. So 10 grams of protein. That's good. Yeah, no, seriously, it's hard to eat enough protein. It's hard. It's like a job. You know? But I want to be strong. Gotta do the Arnold, do the little.
Tomas says bananas, yogurt, honey, and walnuts.
Yum.
Dominic says whatever I have, usually a chocolate bar microplaned into a powder.
Wow, fancy. Fancy. Listen, this isn't going in the smoothie, but we're waiting for this oil, and I'm kind of want a snack. So I'm going to make myself a little grapefruit snack. Do you like grapefruit, Lauren?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste. I don't peel it, I know. I should want all that fiber, but I don't. I gotta sharpen my knives. We're not putting this in a smoothie, don't worry. I'm literally just like, we're waiting for this oil. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's Bonbon sensing? Got my little alarm here. Sorry, I'm like looking at Lauren and Bonbon, and they're looking out the window. She's very protective, you know. One of my favorite snacks is, and I know Martha likes this too, which I was like, that's a good snack. Avocado, grapefruit, and usually I'll have like a fish with it. For that protein, gotta get those gains. But it's refreshing. It like, you know, I don't know if they say avocado is good fat. I just need to eat these avocados too. This one might be more guacamole kind of avocados at this point. I have too many avocados. Could put this in the smoothie too. That would be tropical. I peel, but I just like kind of score down the back, right? And they don't all do this, but for the most part, you can. This is a Haas. And I don't understand how people cut their hands, but maybe don't try and do that if you're not very skilled with a knife. See, like that one didn't fully want to come off. Oh well. And that's how you avocado. Should I put that in the smoothie? Let's see. Let's think about what we're putting in this smoothie. So we have papaya, whey protein. I'm going to put this tropical medley from Whole Foods. Not an advertisement. I just saw it and was like, cool. It's strawberries. So we'll put I put like a cup of papaya. This feels like a cup of strawberries. Frozen strawberries. Some mango. Some frozen banana. What is that? Pineapple? But we have fresh pineapple too. I don't know. Let's put like 2 cups of this tropical medley. Lauren's like, what are we gonna be eating? I don't think avocado. I'm just gonna eat the avocado. If you're wondering what I'm gonna do with that. I'm just gonna put it in my mouth. So, how's everyone doing? What is happening?
Madame Dram, I'm on a boat and I can't hear, but you look amazing. And hi, Lauren. Hashtag
Feed Lauren. Do you want some avocado? You don't like?
Sure.
You don't like grapefruit? You don't want any grapefruit? Maybe it'd be refreshing. I just sprayed myself a bit. But have you ever had it like this, where it's like not with the pith and stuff? Just try it. You might like it. Whatever. Okay, we're eating healthy today.
Oh, thanks.
I try to eat healthy, not all the time. Good avocado.
Mm-hmm.
It just tastes good to eat an avocado. It's baby food, you know? Good fiber. And like good fat, whatever. I don't know. Now the show's watching me eat. We're waiting for the weed to decarb. We're enjoying some sliced grapefruit together. Maybe we should cut open this pineapple. It was feeling pretty ripe yesterday. Here's how I pick a pineapple, okay? 1, like look at it. You don't want it too yellow because then it's usually overripe. But you can smell it, make sure it's sweet. And like, I picked out the center ones, but these should come out, like you should pull the leaves in the center. Hopefully this is ripe. Watch, I'm all like, do it like this, and I cut it open and it's not ripe. 1 second, let me clean my cutting board. What's everyone saying?
Tomas is at work. listening.
Really? At work? What does he do? Tomas, what do you do? Okay, I want to show you one other healthy thing I do. Because I feel like this is the healthy edibles club episode. Usually we're doing like hot fudge sundaes or burgers or treats. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Not this part. This I just want to see if the pineapple is ripe. That looks pretty good. I guess you can grow this. You should try growing that. That might be fun. Probably needed to ripen more, but I don't like it when it gets all like yucky.
He's an executive chef for a catering company.
Wow. Oh my god, he's probably watching me like, who is this bitch? I'm a home cook. So the reason, chef, that I put the coconut oil into the oven is to bring it up to that temperature. And that's coming from my book, basically. No, this pineapple is good. You want it like, you don't want it too ripe, because then they get overripe. It's sweeter, but sometimes it's yucky in spots. This is on the verge. I was cutting off those. Compost. Pineapples have a lot of, I don't mind eating the core, but some people don't like eating the core. See, it's a little too much fiber for me. Although I wanted to show you this other thing that I do that's healthy. This is also not sponsored. I don't know why I'm doing this, but because we're getting older, or if you are getting older, if you just like want to be healthy, I take psyllium husk. Like if I know I'm not getting enough fiber that day, and I don't want to go and pick a bunch of chard and eat it, I just put this in my water. Just a scoop of it, and it's great. Let's put this pineapple in here because this frozen pineapple doesn't excite me. But I like something frozen in my smoothies because otherwise it's not icy enough. We might have to add some ice. And I don't want to add too much other stuff to this. Don't want it to overflow. Do you want some pineapple? Right? Here, give me your plate. Hashtag feed Lauren. Madam John, should we make that a t-shirt? Look at you. You didn't eat your grapefruit. Like, I don't like it.
I tried one.
You're like, ugh, it's so bitter. Isn't it funny? It's like the healthiest thing for you too.
Who likes grapefruit? I need a poll in here.
Love it.
Thank you.
So fresh. Tell me that's not a good pineapple. That's good. Lauren's giving the thumbs up. Okay, more compost. You know what I need? I have to turn my compost. I have 2 bins. And like, while one of them is kind of cooking, I'm like filling up the other. and then I'll turn the one that was cooking and put that on top of the other one that I've been filling up. And then of course I put that soil out in the garden. But it's fun.
I'm losing the poll. Everyone likes grapefruit.
I didn't always. It was definitely like an acquired taste for me, and when I was a kid I would put sugar on it. Now I don't put sugar on it, but I just think with something like avocado that's so fatty, and then like a fish if you have one, like a tuna, you know. I'm gonna put this away. We don't need all of this. You're really watching me like housekeep right now. That's okay. You don't mind. It's Saturday. We're chilling. This way I eat all of this pineapple. It's way too big. I hate Tupperware. Okay. If I can see it, I will eat it. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I got her. Yeah, this way I eat all of this fruit. I have cottage cheese. That's another thing with protein. That's great. I always have cottage cheese. And I'll eat that with pineapple all day long. That's a great treat. But that's also whey protein, you know, milk. There aren't that many options. There's basically pea, soy, which is a type of like legume, I think. Don't quote me on that. And whey, right? What else is there? I think that's it. What are you typing, Lauren? We have
Dominic says hard pass.
on what?
Grapefruit.
Pineapple?
Grapefruit.
Oh, grapefruit.
We love pineapple.
Who doesn't? Grapefruit I understand, right? Like I totally understand not liking grapefruit. I think that's all the stuff we're gonna add into our smoothie. Let me just and I guess I'm gonna try and plant this pineapple. That'll be fun. We're gonna wait here. See, that's why I should have thought about this. You can, so if you wanted to be faster about this process, take the coconut oil, half a tablespoon, or whatever oil you want to use, MCT oil, whatever, and homogenize your concentrate into it. Now, if your concentrate isn't decarboxylated, you need to decarb it. I usually do that in the oven. You can do it other ways. It's all... I wrote it all down, okay? It's coming out soon, don't worry. But the oven takes a little bit. The microwave is an option. It's not as reliable, do you know what I mean? But it's an option. Definitely works. I'm gonna call it on that. And we're going to put it into the oil because it needs to infuse still. So our oil is hot. Should be around 240. Our flour should be decarbed. Decarboxylated. That means the THCA has turned to THC. This is decarboxylating from the heat of the cherry, and this was decarboxylated from the heat of the oven. There's no heating during the process of making a smoothie. There is heating during the process of infusion, but the oil somewhat, like it protects the cannabinoids. So it takes a lot longer to decarb while you're infusing than to do it in two separate processes. How do I know that? Because I ran lab testing. for the book. Le book. Okay, here's like our 1/4 gram of weed. Got a little crispy. It really shouldn't, but it did. That's okay. See, if I did a sous vide, it's a gentler process, but okay, I would take you with me, but I'm gonna, actually I'll bring the oil over here. So I want this oil to be, don't ever do that with the towel, okay? Because you can steam burn your hand, and my fingertips don't have feeling in them anymore. But you want your oil to be nice and hot. You could do this on the stove, but it's like you have to monitor the temperature more closely. I'm going to put this in there, and I wouldn't normally take it out of the oven, but I want to show you. And give it a stir, some agitation. Try and get those trichomes off of the plant and into the oil. Okay? And we're gonna put that back in the oven. Which is still at 240 for longer. We probably won't do this full time, just because it's going to take too long. Do it for like 20 minutes, and I would stir every 5 minutes to agitate. But we're going to get plenty of the THC off of that, because it's a lot of oil and not too much flour. And my lab testing for the book was on a higher saturation of flour. I don't know if that was the right way to say it, but higher amount of flour in oil, and it had a very good infusion rate. So THC likes fat. It does not like alcohol. If you have like 100% ethanol, it's efficient. It'll strip it off, right? But that is not, you can't get that as a home cook. You can get that as a manufacturer. If you're making concentrates, that's ethanol. They use that for a lot of the concentrates. It's one of the solvents used. Home cooks can get in California up to 120 proof. Some places can get 190 proof. The higher the ethanol content, so the higher the alcohol percentage, the better it works as a solvent of cannabinoids. But those cannabinoids, they're not like dissolved in the alcohol, right? They're like floating around. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know if I'm explaining this right. But in fat, they just really they homogenize into it better. I find with tinctures, it'll float to the bottom, or it'll stick to the sides of the jar. So having some fat in whatever your recipe is helpful. That's why a lot of drinks use glycerin. I don't like to cook with glycerin. I think it kind of has a weird, like it coats your mouth in a weird way, but it's another option for cooking if you wanted to do more drinks, because I saw that was really something that people were interested in, is like, how do I put this into a beverage? And I have a section of that in the book. A ton of drinks, including a smoothie. Not this smoothie, different type of smoothie. But yeah, you can drink your weed. Obviously, that's a huge sector of the market. So many cannabis beverages, and like the carbonation is going to help with like keeping the drink homogenized, like mixed up the dose throughout the liquid. But for like home cooks, I'm always like, oh, how can I just add a little bit of fat? And in a smoothie, you're not going to taste a little bit of coconut oil. Okay, I'm not going to make us sit through this 20 minutes, especially because it's so much. I actually did a lot of coconut oil and I want to cool it, but I would do it for 20 minutes, okay? Lauren will appreciate a lighter dose because, you know, we have more work we're going to do, but eventually she has to go home. I can just stay here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to strain this out. You could use cheesecloth if you want to be extra fancy. But I'm just going to use this. It's a little bit hot. It's a little bit hot. That's why I want to strain it out. I want to cool it down before we put it in the smoothie. So that's our coconut oil. You can do more. What you can do, put more pot, put more oil, make a more potent oil, store it for later. I have this process in the book. I'm showing it to you now. 20 minutes, 240. Really squeeze it out, right? And I didn't do it that long, but I'm still going to get a lot of potency. When the book comes out, I will share some of the lab testing that I did. Because an infusion happens, like, all of it in the first couple of minutes? No. But a good amount of it. I tested like 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, you know, like I really did a lot of fun lab testing. Anyway, I'm trying to cool this down so it doesn't melt our smoothie. But let's just get this blended. I'm gonna move this. We've had a lot of fun. We're doing a great job making smoothies. Pulling, this is like a Vitamix. You don't have to use this. You could use an immersion blender. You could use all sorts of not Vitamix. Oh, there we go. Cool. I was like, how are we going to get it in the shot? And it already is there. Oh, you know what I wanted to add? I wanted to add some lime. And don't worry, I'm just going to do a little, you know, I read that you're supposed to, whatever, I'm going to do it like this. I cut this the wrong way. Lime just like makes it better. Especially the papaya. I still don't have a citrus squeezer, but uh-oh, is my shit dying? My computer? Uh-oh. Do you have a cord for it? Okay, God. We have so many things hooked up. What did we say it was like? It's like the red line. So what was that, Mission Impossible? Where you couldn't like hit the laser. Okay, I'm gonna put how much fucking coconut water? I'm using coconut water. You could use like almond. I don't know. Make your smoothies how you make your smoothies. We're gonna start with 1.5 cups of coconut water. I hope this is good, Lauren. Lauren's gonna be like, stop feeding me. Okay, we're gonna pour this weed in. This is the coconut oil, okay? That was 1/4 gram, and this weed was like 18%, so pretty low. But guess what? Lauren doesn't want to get fucked up, and neither do I. We have stuff to do. If you have a higher tolerance, use a concentrate. So this is where like there's other loss, right? There might be some still stuck in here. I didn't do a full infusion. So that's what I was like, let's do 1/4 gram. I'm going to turn this. Oh wait, I got to plug it in, right? I'm going to do that. 1 second. Start low. Start low. The other secret to smoothies, if you ever watch Jamba Juice and stuff like, not Jamba Juice, what's it called? No, Booster Juice. Booster Juice is in Canada. Jamba Juice. They blend it for like a minute, okay? Don't rush your smoothie. Let it go. Straw cleaner stuck in the straw. 1 second. I gotta push it out with the thermometer. There we go. I just wanted straws, like, I don't like throwaway straws, but like reusable straws, you gotta clean them. That's why you gotta get a straw cleaner. I realize that this blender is right in the straw. Let's get it out. And let's take our smoothie. See how long I did that for? I hope this is good, Lauren. It looks frothy. It's a lot of protein. I'm gonna give it a little stir. I think I might need ice. Okay, will you guys bear with me? It's a little too, like, frothy. Like, it needs some ice in it, okay? So I'm gonna make some more noise and just hopefully it doesn't explode. But then that's fun, right? I only have this chunk of ice, so it's really gonna make a lot. That might be too much. Okay, Lauren. It just needs to be more icy. There we go. Oops. Oh my god. I'm making a mess. Oh, it tastes good. It's delicious. Don't drip. Don't drip. It did. Ew. Smoothie everywhere. Okay. Fingers crossed. Does not like that. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna break my machine if I do this. I didn't like that big ice chunk. Whatever. We needed this to be exciting somehow. Nope. Okay. Don't do what I just did. Use ice chunks. Not a big block of ice. Anyway, now it's cold. This is a tropical smoothie. It's homogenized. Stay there, ice cube. I would put ice in this. And make it more like a smoothie. So I would say, Lauren, I think we're pretty safe. Let me try it. Oh yeah, we put papaya in here. Yeah, yum. Yum. I don't want it any sweeter. It's not too sweet. And I just would want it like icier. You know what I mean? Like less smoothie, more icy. But I only had a big ass chunk of ice and it was gonna break my machine. So I didn't do that. But I don't taste the weed. This is why I hate bags of ice. I need to get an ice cube tray. Because, like, look at that. I made a big mess making, like, I would say 3 smoothies. These are... Thanks. Cheers! Lauren. Do you know what I mean? Like a little bit more icy. But
I think it's good.
Lauren thinks it's good. And this will get us stoned. I would say this has, we put 1/4 gram of 180 milligrams, which would be 18 divided by 4, 45-ish, 40, yeah, 45, 45 milligrams. And you probably made like 3 or 4, and we didn't really get all of that THC, right? I would say they are like 10, maybe 10 each. We'll be okay.
Delicious D says, yummy. I want to make an ice cream smoothie now.
Okay, well, that's a different story. That's called a milkshake. I do have ice cream, actually. That would be really good in this. Do you want some ice cream in yours? I have that vanilla ice cream I made. You don't want any?
We're healthy this morning.
We are? Okay. Just like a little scoop. Might be good. What time is it?
12:18.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we're done. We won't put ice cream. But that's a good idea, D. I like that idea. I have some vanilla ice cream in the fridge. But we're going to be healthy.
She's lying. She's going to do it.
I probably will. Just needs like a scoop of ice cream. That's just a good idea. Okay. Yeah, I made this ice cream too. So I feel like along the same ethos that like when you make your own sourdough, it's better for you when you make your own ice cream. It's better for you. I just think it might be a little, just like 1 scoop. You don't want any ice cream? Okay, I'm trying it. Only because D told me to. I'll keep the other one healthy, okay? I know this looks crazy, but... Do you see how quick I did this? I was like, yes. Lauren, we're being healthy. Here's a sour key.
Madame Dram's making everyone on the boat watch. Where are you on a boat?
Yeah, where are you on a boat? That's awesome. We put ice cream in our smoothie. Again, I made the ice cream, so. It doesn't count. Okay, let me see how this is. Yeah, that's like a billion times better. The key to a trippy tropical smoothie is a scoop of vanilla ice cream. I like that. It's the Edibles Club. Okay? It still has a ton of protein, and ice cream has protein in it too. I put eggs in that ice cream. Oh my god. I kid like sour keys. I'm like, it has gelatin. Collagen. Good for my skin. Anyway, I love you all. Remember, it's all about balance. Sometimes life needs a scoop of ice cream, and that's okay. Have a great Saturday. I'm gonna post. I have another comic from Will Santino. I'm trying to think of when to post it. I love his work. I think it's so funny. And trying to think if there's anything else coming up. I'm gonna do the cannoli. I said that at the top of the live. The fried rice. I have to cut that. And I'm like, oh my god. We'll think of some more fun things to do for the club. And thank you for being here today. Thanks for the suggestion, Dee. Lauren, I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot better. Just like a scoop of ice cream in it. It's still good for us. It has papaya in it. Bye, everybody.